so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. That's their own 31-yard line.
Come on,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check pass. Fire.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. 60 or. Hey, exit. Defense.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. I'm coming.
Come.
2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 28. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 40. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First down, Steelers.
57's the mark.
Hey, Charlie.
57's the mark. Watch 57. Heavy, heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Quickstone, travel.
Right back to him on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta.
57. Mike, 57.
Yeah.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Allen's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Defense, win
Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, defense, let's go. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Get.
They'll try the left side. Hickman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 9, check 9. Check 55's the most.
Hey. Fair.
Here we go, D.
Hey, echo.
On deck. Check 3, check 3. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Go, baby.
Bravo.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there now. Mike 55.
Shoot.
They run it. It's Matthews. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
54, watch 54. We own it.
Clear.
Another shot for Matthews. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Matthews will try and get him in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
57. Mike, 50, go.
Throwing again on second down. Rudolph, he'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Time.
Just like that. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Come to my world.
Deep river.
Here's Matthews. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
18 Gators. 54. Hey, high 7. Yes.
Right there, 54, right there.
Hey, Alpha.
Drop deep.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
A first down carry for Matthews. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready.
54, right there.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 13. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Mike, 55.
Go. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We begin. Drew draw Corker.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Come on, fellas.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Exit.
Here we go on 4th, Rudolph. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Six, pull it high.
Oh, you got deep?
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Pilot, 64, we. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Five.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On first down, Rudolph to the goal line, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Seibert's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get up. Check.
General West. 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mike 55. Get the ball. Mike 55. Mike 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph. Complete to Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 50. SOS.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Haywood. 61. Matchbox lights. 5.
Now a handoff looking right. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You got nothing.
3rd and 2, Rudolph letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's put him on the button.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
On the ready.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now back to throw. He sets to fight, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You ready?
Here's Rudolph. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Check 24, check 24.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go.
Go. Snap.
Back to throw here. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Matthews, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
Before they can snap it, time runs out. on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 left.
Too little, Captain.
They go.
Second screen pass. It's Matthews. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I don't even know why this team.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go one more. Showing it. Showing it. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
9:55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Matthews. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
High 7.
28. Mike, he's coming. Check in. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll set up a throw. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, Orville. Go.
Rudolph looking to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Hey, box.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to go. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys want.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Let's get this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, exit.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Matthews. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.